Hello, everyone. I'm Rachel Kenny, and this is Veritas and Vision. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed last week's video. This week's video is going to be a little more off of that video from last week. And I got a lot of great feedback last week, and I had a lot of you do that reflective prompt that I left in the description, and I'm really excited about it. Like, I'm really pumped that you guys did it. And you guys said, like, I got some good feedback. You felt really great. And one of the biggest reasons I even wanted to start this podcast and do these things is because amongst my healing journey, I was pretty alone. And by no means is that a bad thing. I think it was exactly how it was supposed to be. It made me who I am, and it made me confident enough to be able to start something like this to guide others. But I was alone, and I think more guidance out there can help people feel more confident in their pursuit of starting their healing journey. And oftentimes people just don't know where to start. So that's why I wanted to start this. Also, I want to educate on a lot of things, like I talked about nutrition and fitness and things like that. But I don't feel like there's enough people. There are people out there who talk about healing journeys and or talk about the self and have people reflect on things. But I don't feel like there's enough. Um, so here I am. So one of the things I talked about last week is when I told you to reflect or told you to journal, I said to do it in a room without your phone. I'm going to give you two tasks that you can do every single day to help with your healing journey, to help you feel more at one with yourself that have changed my life. These two tasks have made me so much better of a person because I've been able to be at one with myself again. Hopefully that makes sense. So, the first task, the first thing that I'm going to challenge you with that I still do and will do for the rest of my life is when you wake up in the morning, do not touch your phone. Do not touch it for at least 15 minutes. At least. We want to make it to 30 if we can, 15 to 30 minutes, but at least 15 to start. I'm up to like 2 hours where I wake up in the morning and I do not touch my phone. I'm like, my clients don't need me till 9 a.m. I need time with myself. I'm going to do chores, cook my breakfast, be at one with my thoughts, pray, do everything I want to connect to God, feel better about myself, maybe read. I do read a lot, but I have a Kindle, so I don't want to touch it right off the bat. But I will read, obviously, because I love to read all the time. And, I'm up to 2 hours now. But do not touch your phone when you first wake up. When I first started this, it was so crazy to me how hard it was for me to wake up and not touch my phone. Granted, you can see the time, like that's fine. If you need to turn off your alarm clock, whatever. Do not touch it other than that. Do not look at it. Do not look at the notifications on it. Do not look to see if anyone texted you. Do not open Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube even, and start scrolling. Do not do that. That is what is keeping us from being one with ourselves. We have lost the ability to be bored. We are overstimulated. We are constantly connected. And our minds are now always searching for like a serotonin boost. That is not healthy. That is not how we are supposed to be. That is not how we are not supposed to be constantly connected. We are not. So I promise you, within like 2 days, I was like, I feel less anxious. I feel less depressed. I feel less rushed. I feel like it was crazy. I feel like I have more thoughts. Like it was insane, And again, it was so crazy to me how hard it was for me at first to not touch it. I would literally wake up and have to be like, no, I would have to just get up and get out of bed. Now I'll lay in bed sometimes for like 10 to 15 minutes and not even want to touch my phone. I'll just lay there, close my eyes, focus on breathing, just reflect, think about things, think about my own thoughts. Where am I at? How was my day yesterday? What do I want my day to look like today? Am I connected? Do I want to pray? Like little things like that, right? And then I get up and I still don't touch my phone. And then I go in the kitchen and I cook my breakfast and I do my stuff and I do my chores and I feed my cats and then I eat. I typically do not touch my phone until I'm done eating. So I challenge you to do this. If you are someone that has to work right in the morning, if you are someone that kind of has to pick up their phone, if you're a mom or whatever, set your alarm for 15 minutes earlier. Set your alarm for 15 minutes earlier. Do not touch your phone and lay in that bed and you reflect on yourself. You sit in silence. You focus on breathing. I want you to do that. You can do it. Anyone can do it regardless of your schedule. You just have to make the time for it. So that's the first task that I'm going to challenge you with this week and ongoing, because I want this to be something that everyone who watches this video hopefully continues to do. The second thing is continue journaling. I know I gave you that reflective prompt, and I hope it inspired some of you to do some research to find some guided journals, some shadow work journals, things like that. But there is something you can do that doesn't have to come with thinking of a question to answer. You can reflect every single night at the end of your day. Again, don't have your phone near you. And you can just reflect on your day. Just talk about it, write about it. But how I want you to write about it is from kind of like a third person point of view. I want you to detach yourself emotionally from your day, and I want you to write about it. We oftentimes say, why aren't you taking your own advice? Or I can give others great advice, but I can't take it myself. And it's because you're emotionally attached to the situation. It is hard to emotionally detach from a situation that you are in. If you're in a relationship and someone's not treating you good, and it's hard for you to detach from it, well, yeah, it's because you're emotionally invested. But then the same thing happens to your best friend and you want to come and swing it. And you're like, what is wrong with you? Why are you letting him treat you that way? Or why are you letting her treat you that way? Et cetera, and so forth. It's because you're not emotionally attached to that situation. So this has been so eye-opening for me because I find my triggers so easily doing this. And the detached standpoint allows myself to see things for what they truly are. Even if you get in an argument, let's say, with someone for some reason, and you write on it, and you write from a detached standpoint or viewpoint, um, you're like, oh, this was, a lot of it was also my fault. And it makes the ego die. It makes you really see yourself for who you are and what's triggering you and where this is coming from. So I challenge you you don't have to do it every day. It is hard to do every day, I will say that. But you should do it at least 3 times a week or any day that you have a really rough day. Doesn't matter what that looks like. You could even just feel on edge all day, anxious all day. Reflect on it from a detached standpoint, as if you are the friend giving the advice to someone else. Be that friend for yourself and give yourself that advice. Take yourself out of that emotional standpoint. It's going to be hard at first. It was really weird for me to start journaling like that. I was like, I don't know if I understand. You will understand as you start. Once it gets going, it just flows out, man. It's crazy. So those are the things I'm going to leave you with this week. And I hope it inspires you to try them. Don't touch your phone for at least 15 minutes every single morning when you wake up. Go longer if you can. It's so freeing. I am rarely on my phone for like Instagram and stuff now. I'm not on it that much anymore. I go on and I post. I actually get annoyed. Like I'll go on and post and like search a little bit. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on this anymore. I want to be reading or I want to be researching or I want to be doing something else. So it's given me a lot of my life back, a lot of my time. We don't realize how much time we waste on these damn things. So stay off your phone and try journaling from a detached standpoint. I learned these 2 things in the course that I'm in and the alchemy course that I'm in, and I will suggest these to everyone for as long as I live. Let me know if you guys end up doing it and let me know how it's made you feel. And I'm, again, very grateful that you're here and you're listening. If you guys have anything you want me to talk about, you want me to go over things, in my Instagram, in the link in my bio, I have a topic area that you can put in what you want me to go over. I also have an advice column in there because if I get enough, I might do an episode every so often when I have a lot of giving people advice on something that they're struggling with. This is all anonymous. You do not have to put your email, you do not have to put your name. I want to be able to help people more. A lot of people just don't want to ask people for advice. They don't want to feel judged. They don't want to feel this, that, and the third. So I wanted to do this anonymously so people can get help or get another standpoint, viewpoint, not feel like they have to be judged for it. So, anyways, if you want me to talk about stuff, go in there, fill that out. I love it. I already have a bunch in there and I think it's great. I'm going to go try and tackle everything. And then, as always, I hope you guys have a great weekend. So I'll see you here next week.